Boom. Okay guys, hello and welcome back. And also, Turtles, I thought we said not to talk about that type of stuff, man. Pretty sure we said not to. But in any case here, for the trial, and I have, honestly, we need to figure out what to do here. Pressing didn't do much, so, Yeah, I know what that is, Turtles, I know what that is. Let's see here. We're gonna press everything again. See if we can find any information here. And the other details, at least, that'll be the plan. Okay, somehow I always knew a day like this would come. First thing here, how did you know? I respect the prosecutor's basic abhorrence of crime, yet their methods are ugly and twisted. Sneaky? Nah. Twisted methods will always lead to tragedy. She's bad. Maybe. All I know right now that she does not like prosecutors, and I'm trying to find a hole in her, logic. Or a hole in her testimony here. The lunch lady's uninformed opinion is duly noted, given that they are used to erasing inconvenient evidence at their whim. Turning off a detective that knew too much is merely an extension of that. That's what you meant, Turtles, gotcha. Mr. Div. Yeah, personal. I thought that I had found my dream job when I became an investigator. And if I hadn't been laid off by those prosecutors over there, I'd still be one. Laid off. She was fired. To me, prosecutors are nothing more than worms. That said, I'm a pro. As you know, my testimony is unbiased. And flawless. Don't turtle, man. Don't do it. Very well. You may continue, Miss Star. Tarnation. This one wouldn't help. Wasn't on VR chat. What happened, Turtles, now? What happened now, Turtles? What happened now? Oh, it's years old. I was on my way to deliver a lunchbox to my boyfriend, Talk to a scammer, Scammers do suck. This boyfriend, he's a detective. You sound like a girl. Not that boyfriend, the security guard. Wait a second. No, I can imagine it. I just imagine the accent, the scammer, like, you know, the scammer accent, and oh, golly. It reminds me of Omegle. Not that boyfriend, the security guard. He started texting you from his phone. Did you report it? I don't know. Something like that's probably better to do. That boyfriend, you have several. Yes, this boyfriend, that boyfriend, and the other boyfriend. Should have joined. The yet another boyfriend position is still open for applicants. Note to self, the judge had to think before replying. The security guard room is in the lot in A block. I'm on the second level, so you can see it from there. Then you spam that, yeah. Rightfully so. That would be the security room with the security sign. Incidentally, did you bring your lunch boxes by car? Since I'm a visitor now, I parked in B block. So, she was in B block when she witnessed the crime. That's definitely better. Just to not talk to them. Don't engage. Don't engage with the bad people. Now. It's probably ain't gonna work. But you see, the way I see it. So, she parked over here, right? Why was she looking over here? Yeah, no one wanted to see that. No one wants to see that. Oh, yeah. But as I was saying, so, she parked in here, right? If she parked here, why would she be looking over here? Because, looking at the way here, she need to get to the she'd need to get to the security room, which is likely through here. You wouldn't, yeah. This looks like a door here, because this is a door here. This may or may not work. It didn't work. Oh, man. I want him. Oh, yeah, dude's weird. Oh, yeah. Keep it. I need to find something here, man. Gosh darn it, Yeah, scammers are weird. They're the morally deviant. Should've just blocked them, man. Or an IP grabber to find where they live. But either or. You sensed something, so you're saying you had a premonition of the murder. It felt like, how would you say? Oh yes, it was like the feeling you get when you feel a pumpkin chock full of seeds. Good for you, turtles. Okay. I have no idea what that means. Speaking of a detective's intuition. Wasn't the victim, Mr. Bruce Goodman, also a detective? He blocked you? That's good. At least he blocked you. Yes, well, he was like a young cheese, eh? Name and ID. You were successful? Yep. But how high up the ladder is Sergeant, report him, yep. I need to know how high up the ladder is Sergeant. I'm pretty sure Sergeant is pretty high up, right? Yeah. Yeah, screenshot, yep. Hopefully they do stuff, hopefully. Okay, so it goes from police detective to police corporal to police sergeant, You feel awesome, yeah. Wonder why they only use numbers for IDs. What else would they use letters, yeah. So, I mean that he wasn't a greenhorn, eh? I think that means he wasn't a greenhorn, right? The victim and a good man, detective in charge of Homicide and Criminal Affairs Division 1. In charge? So, wait, he's not greenhorn at all. A young cheese. A pale white cheese, not yet tangy with experience on the street of Greenhorn. And I must be hard, yellow, and sharp as a tack. Yeah, with the odor of an old cheese to match. In any case, there, in the lot, I felt something stirring in the back of my mind. This probably ain't gonna work. Nope. You have his personal phone number, his work number, screenshots of him doing that, and recorded calls of him. Yeah, that's good. Hopefully they do something, hopefully. Let's see here, Oh, it wasn't that. I'm trying to find some sort of contradiction or anything here. Then you had your bestie go off on him. Oh. Didn't know you had a bestie. Didn't know. Thought you said you had no more friends. Well, good you have one. Good thing. By car's car you mean... Mr. Edgeworth's car, yes. Mr. Edgeworth's. Wait a second. You also posted his phone number online. Nice. Mr. Edgeworth's. Incidentally, the knife with which the victim was stabbed was also Mr. Edgeworth's. You've online, gotcha, not in real life. Wasn't it? Indeed it was. What an odd case is this, and the person you saw, you were sure it was the defendant. I saw her from no further than 30 feet away. Yeah, I think Edwards was, I think they were trying to blame Edgeworth, but, he got in the way, the prosecutor got in the way. I'm certain it was her. Hi, Ecstatic, nice to meet ya. Hey. Turtles, this is exactly why you don't get any. This is why you'll never get mauled. Fan? What about a fan? Bruce Goodman, 36 male, February 21, between 4 PM and 5:30. Lots of blood from chest wound. Wound was caused by a 4.5-inch knife. A single stab wound was found. Read babies, yep. I'm trying to think why the heck. You know, the ID was fairly a ways away from the crime scene here. I'm not gonna say that, man. So let's see. He got there around 5:12. The murder happened. But there wasn't blood, it was there. Maybe I'll look up now, yep. Even in this picture, there isn't blood on the car. I mean, I guess technically his wallet could have been dropped while they were dragging the body. There's a possibility there. And the victim's memo. This is probably the case file from 2 years ago. We can gather that. Now we got percent, yep. I can't really refute that though, man. Because... yeah, because she's standing right there. And she has blood on her jacket. Maybe. Darn, where is it? I can't see the people, gosh darn it. Well, whatever. You're Fortnite. Good for you. Man, I'm trying to figure out here, man. The chief prosecutor was holding a knife in her hand. Tell me more about this knife that the suspect was carrying. Well, I'd say the blade was about 4 inches long. Who the heck is that from? I don't know who the heck that's from. Well, I'd say the blade was about 4 inches long. Ah, don't you remember you typing that? Is that right, Mr. Edgeworth? It is your knife after all, or ahem. Yes, that's about right. Prosecutors are by nature well versed. Maybe there's something on the knife here. Anything on the knife? Anything on the knife, man. Running blood. We ain't killing Edgeworth's man. Must be the victim's blood. Either that, or Edgeworth cut himself shooting an apple. Roughing an owl, nope. Man, I can't figure this out. But hey, in due time we'll figure it out. Prosecutors are by nature well versed in the location of a man's vital organs. I'm sure it was easier than boiling an egg from my egg salad surprise set. You can't testify as to her ability to kill an egg. I mean, a person. Perhaps a chicken salad set would have been a better metaphor. Oh man. Oh, the defendant was holding a knife, what then? I mean, this isn't right. They're right here, man. They are right here, aye. That's correct why you didn't try to stop. You didn't see her raise the knife to strike, no. The defense has a point. Unfortunately, by the time I realized what was going on, it was already too late. Too late. Yes, the next moment the chief prosecutor brought down the murder weapon. But there was no blood at the crime scene, man. There was no blood. I think there would have been. If it got on her jacket, there should have been some splatter or something here, man. Yes, the next moment the chief prosecutor brought down the murder weapon. I see. It's only a flesh wound, Mr. Wright. We can make it. You said that before. Anything else? Scientifically speaking, this drug's testimony is flawless. Sounds pretty fatal to me, yeah. We're gonna figure this out eventually. Maybe if I, Don't need to tell me that, man. Oh, it actually works here. Because you took the picture. I was wondering because the picture didn't show the actual stabbing. Okay, this actually works. Holy crap. Let's go. Don't tell me about that type of stuff, man. Don't tell me about NSFW stuff. At all. Okay. And you witnessed this. You saw Miss Guy stab the victim with a knife. You hate me? Well, it is what it is. As I've already said, yes. I swear it on my finest salmon swirl lunch. Look, man. I don't want a kid telling me that type of stuff, okay? Anything like that, I don't need to know. I don't need to know, man. I really don't. You talk about that stuff with someone your own age, man. I'm sure that is a fine lunch. But isn't that odd? Look at this photograph. This is the photograph you took of the very moment of the crime, is it not? Then why is Miss Guy not holding a knife? You thought I was gonna say I don't care. I don't know. I just, you know, don't think it's a proper conversation to have with an adult. Your parents, maybe. Someone online, not really. There's a time and a place for every conversation. I am not talking about that subject, man. I am not going to discuss it or talk about it any further, okay? Then why is this guy not holding a knife? Ahem. Mr. Edgeworth, your thoughts? Objection. That had to be the weakest objection ever, Edgeworth. Yet, it was still stronger than your ever feeble mind, Mr. Wright. What do you mean, Mr. Edgeworth? This photograph was not taken the moment before. This photograph was not taken the moment before the stabbing was taken. This was taken the moment after the stabbing. And how can you tell that? Blood splatter. I knew that too, which is why I didn't want to put it up, but you know. I was just thinking because she didn't take a picture of the crime, the actual stab. See the dark crimson stains on the chief prosecutor's coat. But it's a black and white photograph. Ah, yes. It's hard to tell, but this could be blood. Well, Mr. Wright, I see no problem here. No problem, except you. Mr. Wright, are you going to just sit there and take that kind of abuse? I'm not ignoring you, turtles. But if you keep talking about that, we maybe will. I mean, you gotta have to, or else I'm not getting anything here. Objection. Wait, that contradicts what the witness said in her testimony. Namely, that she took the picture the moment she witnessed the crime. Well, it seems I was slightly unclear. My apologies. That's it. If you run out of lunch, you order seconds. Problem solved. If you don't like it, try ordering the jumbo-sized lunch from the get-go. Good advice. I'm not sure I understood it, but good advice. I didn't have time to stop her. Prosecutor Sky was cold, calculating like a robot. She killed without pain or remorse. It was a premeditated murder. Premeditated? How do you know? Look at the chief prosecutor's hands in that photograph. Gloves, yep. Well, are those gloves? Surgical gloves made of thin rubber, most likely. Why would she have those on? If she was interacting with a crime scene? Maybe. If it was not premeditated, she would not be wearing those gloves. These gloves do seem to tell a tale of premeditation. Premeditated murder, a serious offense. Witness, add this to your testimony. The murder was planned. The rubber gloves prove it. Oh. Yeah, I'm not commenting on that. Let's see here, Or whatever here. We'll press harder here. The murder was planned. The gloves prove it. What if she was just in the habit of wearing gloves, like driving gloves? Oh no. The gloves were admitted as evidence when the defendant was arrested. They were rubber gloves, of the kind used for autopsies. In other words, when the chief prosecutor came to the crime scene. Respond to what, man? She came to do murder. It's the only possible conclusion one can make. What is the turtles? Everything was planned. It was a premeditated crime. Ugh. Impressive. I'm sorry they took you off the force, Miss Star. This is bad. She's got them thinking this was all planned. If she can prove this claim, the trial's already over. I've got to think of a way to show that this wasn't premeditated. It's only a flesh wound, Mr. Wright. We can make it. You said that before. Anything else? Scientifically speaking, Miss Star's testimony is flawless. Sounds pretty fatal to me. What do we do? Yeah. Somehow I've already knew. It's only a flesh wound. Wait. The whole thing changed. Hold on my way. The murder was planned, the rubber gloves prove it. Now here is what we need to change here, Oh man. If it's used... We're trying it here, man. Yeah, talking to AI. Maybe. But I mean, hey, you say random stuff. No, I'm not really gonna respond to it here. Here we go. Knife. The knife kind of proves it here. Witness, do you know what this is? Are you trying to test me? I sell box of lunches for a living, you know. That's a knife. The knife. The knife that was in Mr. Edgeworth's trunk. Indeed, it is my knife. What's with this case? The bloody murder weapon, a red car, all belonging to the prosecutor there. The defendant is the chief prosecutor for the district, right? Mommy, a prosecutor's bad people. Wait. Okay, here we go. Not become. Why do you say that, Turtles? Why shouldn't I become one? It's the second best option here, man. The defense has a request. We ask that the witness provide an accurate testimony. What's that, rookie? No, Edgeworth didn't say the mommy thing. It was, one of the people on the stand watching. What's that, rookie? In your testimony, you stated that Lana Skye planned this murder. And that's why she was wearing those special gloves. Seems like a natural conclusion to me. The gloves do indicate planning, but not the knife. However, why would she not also prepare the most important thing, the murder weapon? Oh. This knife just happened to be in the trunk of that car. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're going to plan a murder, you don't forget the weapon. Don't want me to die. If I die, I die. If I die, I die, and on top of that man. It's more dangerous to be a taxi driver than a cop. And you also forget I live in Canada. So, there is a lot of guns, just not as many. You'll miss me? Well, come on, it's not like it's coming soon, man. Maybe a year or whatever. Do a job for a year and then, do it. Where you have to do, like, the course for, like, 6 months and whatever. And then you get placed somewhere. Yep. I'm gonna die when the Stunkin hits me. Glad you have so much hope in me, man. And man, I've technically been tased before, just not from a gun. Just from an outlet, and that was fine. I kinda got tased from an outlet, and that was fine, or light bulb sockets, and that was fine. So I mean, hey, it probably won't be as bad as that. Am I a criminal? Nope. I got a clean record, completely clean. Literally nothing on it. Not even a speeding ticket. Anyways, order. You don't have one. I hope you don't have a criminal record. Although it does get wiped when you turn 18, but even still. Great. Now the tide is turning in our favor. Great job, Mr. Wright. My sister's as good as free. Yeah, right. But... When you forget, also the ticket, you wouldn't know when you were coming back. Right. I believe the next lunch you'll be eating is humble pie. What? I hope you weren't deluding yourself into thinking that the tide has turned. Not over such a trifling detail. But let's shoot a hole in this whole premeditated theory. You have? Don't know how you have that, man. Ah, the prosecution could care less if it was premeditated or not. The only one who seems to care is that lunch lady over there. The defendant, Lana Sky, murdered a detective with a knife. That is the only thing the prosecution need prove, nothing else. Very good, Mr. Prosecutor. I suppose you think you're clever now, but you know as well as I do that she planned on killing him. It was planned. You were. Why were you? If it wasn't, why would she have been wearing? I believe I'd like to hear your testimony again. But you did. Okay, you know that you could technically get in trouble for that. If the school found out or cops found out, even if you make it as a joke. Yeah. Anyways, here, I believe I'd like to hear your testimony again. Witness, please tell us only what you saw, not what you thought. I know there's quotation there. How dare you? My powers of deduction are not to be underestimated. Really now. Angel's deduction, here we go. Stage 2, let's go. Now this guy intended to murder Detective Goodman. That's why she called the victim all the way to the prosecutor's office. Nope. I'm sure the chief prosecutor had a grudge against the victim. Nothing else could drive that human machine to plunge the knife in it again and again. Hey, failure, off. Already got an objection here, The victim was summoned from the police department to the prosecutor's office. It does sound a lot like premeditation. Oh wow, thanks for the raid. That's a lot of people. It does sound a lot like premeditation, doesn't it? But we did hear what she said. He said, stab the knife again and again. But if we look at the autopsy report, it said it was only stabbed one time. At least if I'm right. Hey Gia, how you doing, man? Hope you're doing good. Yeah, a single stab wound was found. So, if a single one was found, it should mean that. Yeah, we already have one, easy. Perfect. So, if I ordered the pizza, does that mean I'm planning to kill the delivery boy? I'm not doing too bad either. I'm glad you're doing good though, man. Glad you're doing good. In any case, the defense may now cross-examine the witness. Okay, we got the one right. We got the one right away. We have an easy thing to ignore, or an easy thing to fight. Let's save it here just in case, you know. Here we go. Nothing else. Yep. Wait. Oh, man. We're going back. Luckily, if I do it this way, don't need to wait. Here when I click a bit too much. Okay. Here it is. We now have the evidence here. According to the autopsy report. There we go. You say she stabbed him again and again. But you couldn't have witness to that. Let's go. Are you testing me? Then I'll test you. Who was that? Oh, they were a first-time chatter. They probably finished their stream. And then rated, yep. Which I appreciate. Now let's see your though. Are you testing me? Then I'll test you. But with my moss surprised. I mean, can you eat moss? I mean, it's probably pretty fun to eat. It's probably pretty fun to eat, right, turtles? Although I wouldn't really mind in a lunch. Kind of weird. Well, whatever. I'm afraid the moss is growing under our feet as we wait, Miss Star. Well, what do you mean? I shouldn't have to explain this. But take a look. The autopsy report states that death was due to a loss of blood from one stab wound. Yep, here we go. Aha, you're right. Good show, Mr. Edgeworth, but... Hey, wait a second. That was me, man. That was me. You've ate moss, it's not food. I mean, I heard some people can, like, wring moss for water or whatever as well, and it's not good. I'll take your word for it. Can't say I've ever eaten moss. I have some dry moss here, but I want to plant the Venus flytrap, but it's as hard as wood. And I also wouldn't be too keen on eating it. Whatever. You were like 5. Reminds me of my brother, man. My brother, he used to eat grass all the time. Never really. I tried eating it, didn't taste too good though. But whatever. Ah, you're right. Good show, Mr. Edgeworth. What a hunk. He's my hero, really. Yeah, you tried eating grass too. Yeah. What about my objection? No one noticed. Well, witness. You got the crime scene set, right? Oh, thanks. You loved grass. You see, wheat isn't too bad because wheat can kind of taste like bubblegum. But, not too sure about grass. Oh, thanks. I always believed that no one could ever mistake ketchup for blood. But now, I realize that such mistakes are possible. So, you're saying you mistook something for blood? Wait, if you mistake the... Wait, if she mistakes the coat stuff on your shirt... Wait, we can actually fight it. That might not be too bad. So, you're saying you mistook something for blood? When she lifted her knife, I thought I saw blood at her breast. Oh. Splattered blood from her victim. Oh. I don't see any blood like anywhere, man. Oh, whatever. That's why I thought she must have stabbed him at least twice. Then tell us what you saw. Then tell us what you saw that you thought was blood. Testify, huh? It's a black and white picture. Here we go. We'll save it here while we can. We get a good part here. Her red muffler looked like blood to me. That's how ghastly the whole scene was. Muffler. Oh. Muffler. Wait, isn't the muffler a thing of a car? Oh. The heck is a muffler? Wait. I mean, of course we're gonna press it on every factor, but I want to know what's a muffler. Because I always thought a muffler was like an, Yeah, it is a carport, huh? Yeah, it is a carport. That's what I thought too, man. But she was wearing a muffler. Her red muffler looked like blood to me. So, Oh, whatever, fine. Her red muffler looked like blood to me. That's how ghastly the whole scene was. I'm sure the chief prosecutor had a grudge. Okay, this is the one that we need to get. So let's press it here. Try to get more info if we can. If we can, great. If we can't, well, trial and error here. We trial and error. For a red muffler. Yes, like a scarf. The chief prosecutor always wears one around her neck. Oh, it's a scarf. Gotcha. So she can be easily hanged at a moment's notice, I suppose. I'm not too sure that's the reason why. Maybe it's for fashion or whatever. That would make you pretty hot. I don't know, I feel like it would make you heat up pretty quick. Personally, I think it'd be a bad idea. That's just my opinion. She's right. Oh. She's right? What do you mean she's right? Wait, what? This guy was wearing a red scarf, wasn't she? Of course you gotta take it the wrong way, Turtles, man. I already told you. I'm talking about heat. Heat. Not what you're thinking attraction, man. This guy was wearing a red scarf, wasn't she? But wait. Isn't it odd that you mistook that for splattered blood? Because think about it, man. It's like if you wear like a sweater in the summer, or like what I did, wear a heckin' sweater and a jacket when it's like 30 degrees out. Doesn't make sense, but... And you get hot very, very quick. Yep. Well, people often mistake my beard. For what? For a bib. Okay, yeah, sure. A judge with a bib. That's why this place feels so much like a kindergarten sometimes. Actually, I do think I saw some traces of blood on her chest. I didn't. However, the autopsy report is clear on this matter. There was only one knife wound. Apparently, Miss Starr isn't entirely sure of her own testimony. Which one was the judge, man? Talking about the judge, I don't know who you're talking about, Turtles. Mr. Wright, this is our chance. Chance for what, I wonder? Miss Starr's turned out to be as short-tempered as she looked when we met her. The judge. Don't know, man, don't know. Challenging her abilities as the detective really set her off. The short wick burns out the fastest. It's a scientific fact. Yeah, if it's short, yeah. I wonder, wouldn't it depend on the size of the candle? The wick is getting burned. Probably the size and material of the wick, maybe. I mean, add more wax and even a really short wick will burn longer. Really? Oh, they know more than me. Obviously, more scientific testing is required. Honest guy intended to murder Detective Goodman. I know, let's get to the actual part here. For red muffler. Let's save it here. I don't like mess it up, I like not feeling at all. Let's see so. What could deny that here, huh? Was she wearing it here, actually? Not wearing the red muffler here. Oh. Wait. Not wearing it here, huh? Objection! Aha. Yeah, I'm not saying that, Turtles. Miss Starr, I demand an explanation. The witness is clearly not suited for detective work. Oh, there it is. See if you're gonna slip up here. What? The suspect was not wearing a scarf or muffler of any kind when she stabbed the victim. And you've proved it yourself. Yeah, crap. And you've proved it yourself. With his photograph, huh? Don't tell the only man. But only professional lunch lady could be so utterly clueless. Oh man. Get my water, couldn't see. Congratulations. Perhaps you finally found your true calling in life. Harsh words, but good. In the end, Mr. Edgeworth prevails. Me! The heck are you talking about, Turtles? What the heck are you talking about? And I thought we already discussed not to joke about that type of stuff, Turtles, man. We already discussed this, man. No. Turtles. Oh man, we already warned you, man. It's not good to joke about that type of stuff. In the end, Mr. Edgeworth prevails. What is my objection, chopped liver? I know, right? I'm not getting anything here. Oh, but it was there, a scarf. No, not that, but something red, really. Oh, now, where were we? Is it don't turtle you? Yeah. Because you keep asking that over and over, yeah. I said don't turtle, so stop asking. Oh, yeah. Well, now, where were we? The witness has given us an entertaining interlude, but back to business. Indeed. Oh, what? There we go. Very well, witness. Continue your testimony. You saw the crime and apprehended the suspect. She was in E block. How did she apprehend? She could have easily ran away. What are the sounds? I don't know. Thinking maybe? I don't know. It's when I'm thinking I just go, I can't help it, man. Gosh darn it. You saw the crime and apprehended the suspect. Tell us about that. Oh, another thing to get into here. Very well. I do remember some things accurately, at least. Ultimately, we couldn't shake the most important part of her testimony. The most important part. The part where your sister stabs the victim. This next testimony might just be the moment of truth. Apprehending the suspect. Need more info. You stabbed yourself. Bad idea, man. I would suggest not stabbing yourself. You know, just in my opinion, I think it's pretty smart not to. You stabbed your dog. Isn't that even worse here, man? I'm pretty sure that's even a worse option, but okay. Apprehending the suspect. Here we go. After the murder, the suspect attempted to run behind a partition off to her side. I quickly caught her, explained her rights to her, and arrested her on the spot. Innocent arrest, sure. Ah yes, when I arrested her, she mentioned the muffler. That's what had me confused in my earlier testimony. The chief prosecutor made to escape, but against Angel Star, resistance is futile. He stabbed air. Oh. Yeah, definitely better. You are quite determined about this scarf, aren't you? I strike like a snake and bite like a cobra. That's me, Angel Star. That wasn't a very good metaphor, first of all. Cobra is a kind of snake. Don't bother me with details unless you want to get bitten. Don't we want, like, every bit of detail we can? Oh, man. No thanks. Note to self. Mr. Wright is weak against poisonous snake bites. I mean, I'm pretty sure everyone is, but yeah. The chief prosecutor tried to resist, but her efforts were in vain. I don't think you want to be bitten by something poisonous, although... I mean, there was a king or... Oh, was it acid or whatever? There was a king or whatever. It was poison instead of venom or whatever. Venom's like, you know, you get bite. Poison you kind of ingest or whatever. Turtles. Dial it down. Dial it down. Well, the thing. They actually drank like a whole bunch of poison slowly to acclimate their body. But because of that, when they tried to end it all after they got captured, they couldn't actually die. Just a fun fact of history for you, man. Anyways. The chief prosecutor tried to resist, but her efforts were in vain. She knocked my hands aside, kicked over an oil drum. Yeah, I do remember the kicked over oil drum. But how did she get there in time if she was in B block here? Especially when there was a partition. An oil drum. Hard to imagine. Oh, I remember it. Oh, she's beautiful, but deadly. A predator, this one. A leopard woman. Wow. Wow. Very well, Mr. Wright. Your cross-examination, if you will. Apprehending the suspect, here we go. I've never heard of that song, and I will never listen to it. I'm just trying to think, how did she capture her? If she took the photo from B block. She took the photo from B block. There wasn't any door to go through. I mean, no. Oh, wrong button. Look, we just look at the map here. Look at the map. There's no partition. The only way she could have gone to... Hey, I'm guessing through this door here. But by the time she ran the entire way, he would have been long gone. Strange. Oh, whatever. After the murder, the suspect attempted to run behind a partition off to her side. I quickly caught her, explained the rights to her, and arrested her on the spot. Ah yes, when I arrested her, she mentioned the muffler. That's what had me confused in my earlier testimony. The chief prosecutor made to escape, but against Angel Star, resistance is futile. I'm worried about here is right. You quickly caught her here. One more information here. You say quickly, were you close to the suspect? As I just said. I was only 30 feet away from her the whole time. Hey, we got her. Maybe I should press her for more details. Oh yeah, we are definitely pressing this. Because she was in B block, no way she could have gone into her that quick. Press her here. I like to see this on the 4 plans, just to be safe. The Lunchland car was... Yeah, all the way over there, yeah. She was a visitor, thus she was parked in B block. So, you witnessed some murder from here. No, she didn't witness it from here. She must have witnessed it from, like, here. Because based on Should I play Resident Evil 2? Could be fun. Could be fun. You had to get it though. She has to be from here, right here. From the position of the camera. I was looking to count on this angle. So she'd be from here. So, you witnessed the murder from here. That would make it about 30 feet from the car, yes. Is that correct, No, is that correct, Miss Star? Yes, that's right. But there was a chain link fence in front of you. I went over it, of course. Is that possible? Amazing. The cough-up queen, lunch lady athlete. The cough-up queen, lunch lady athlete, indeed. 100%ed. Maybe. Hey, Fox, welcome back. Welcome back. Hope you're doing good, man. It would have taken her a little time to climb over the fence, yeah. And surely the sister would have saw her and would have been able to escape. So she couldn't have gotten to my sister that fast. Yeah, that fence was about 9 feet high, too. So how did Miss Guy not get away? Yeah. I see there is no blood. No blood. Ah yes, when I arrested her, she mentioned the muffler. Should play ARAM. Fox, if you want tomorrow, we can play ARAM. If you want tomorrow. For now, we're doing this here. I kind of want to try, but also don't. Like, I want to here. Sounds good. Gotcha. Cool. We caught her. Oh yes, when I arrested her, she mentioned her muffler. Or the muffler, but why would she mention it? I want more information here. She mentioned the muffler. What exactly did she say? If I remember exactly, I would have told you in my testimony. Oh man, great. Cheeky. Anyway, all I heard her say was the word muffler. Just that one word. So, what you heard wasn't the suspect talking to you, but to someone else. Yes, the chief prosecutor was talking on her phone. Her phone? You can't mean. Always save just in case. Oh, you mean, You can be at times, but normally you're not. You can be at times, though. Man. Save scumming. I mean, to be fair. Actually, yeah, I have nothing to say. I've saved scumming. I can't help it, man. I have a habit. I have a habit from when I used to play Bioshock and where the game would always heckin' crash, so I'm always saving every single time. Or else I just feel like something might go bad. And now he's here, ask further. My phone, do you mean? This cell phone discovered at the This cell phone discovered at the crime scene. Live with the consequences of my answers. But Fox, hear me out. If I, get it wrong, I have to just do it all over again. So there is no living with it, I just need to restart just from an earlier point in time. It's not good. It's not good. Oh yeah, and supposedly Turtles did that and she got screwed. Or he got screwed, so I'm not doing it again. Aye. My phone, do you mean the cell phone discovered at the crime scene? Yes, ultimately. Yeah, I know. I know Turtles hit the habit, man. You first did it, you said she, man, I can remember. I can't. Yes, ultimately. My memory. It's like a salmon heading upstream, you see. No, the court doesn't seem, Miss Star. The chief prosecutor first attempted to use the phone hanging on the wall. That wasn't working. Cap. On the wall. That's right. Near the car. There was an emergency phone on the wall. And it was out of service. It wasn't working, I remember. Yeah, you keep saying, oh, all you want, Turtles. Apparently, it was out of order. It sure was. And so she used her cell phone. Indeed, the emergency phone was out of order that day. Seems kind of problematic. For an emergency phone to be out of order, you know, but yeah, sure. The one time there's an emergency, it doesn't actually work. Good witnessing, witness. Good witnessing. Whatever happened to good testifying? You should of course add this to your testimony. Here we go. The things I do to please this rookie defense attorney. Oh man. Not a cell phone updated in the court record. The word muffler was overheard during a call made to Ima at 5:18. Turtles, remember when I said not to joke about that stuff, man? You saw it all. I saw it all. How she tried the phone on the wall but had to use her cell instead. Murder happened at around 5:15. It's contradicting, man. It's contradicting here because she said she got there right away. She said she got there right away, but according to this, the defendant had enough time to get to the emergency phone, which is on the other side of the partition. And oh man. Don't know, turtles. Don't know. Anyways, I saw it all. How she tried the phone on the wall. We're gonna press it even more. Do you think you could restate your testimony for the court? Aha. I was going to ask the same thing. I'll only say this one time, so listen close, rookies. One time. I'm not good with one time. Oh, man. One time. Get. The chief prosecutor stabbed the victim and ran behind the partition. Okay, sure. I still don't know how she took the picture from that angle though, but sure. Get it to your Then she picked up the emergency phone on the wall, but it was out of order. Okay, sure. So she pulled her own cell phone out of her pocket. Problem with that, the phone was found right here. So she wouldn't have been making the call right there. Whatever, she might explain it. Chrono Trigger, haven't played. Would be cool to play though. So she pulled her own cell phone out of her pocket. And during that time, she climbed over the chain link fence. Okay, sure. Then, when I boldly grabbed her arm, the location doesn't match up. The chief prosecutor hung up her phone. And you saw her doing this. What is it, Mr. Wright? My brain doesn't like it. But she's solid here, huh? No, it's probably not. No, it's not good to do turtles, How long do you think it would take to run around my house? Let's see here. No. I don't know, probably 2 minutes. Probably 2 minutes, man, to run around the house. Basement and top floor. Anyways, here, But I had to use her cell instead, Whatever. We'll get back in this year. What if I have 3? I don't. I should try to beat that time. I am not running around, stomping around in the middle of the night. That is definitely not a good idea for me. She made to escape. Can you be more specific here, She brushed aside my hand and ran. It was a terrible sight to see, like a dollop of lard on a pâté of foie gras. Foie gras. That. Would it do it if it was daytime, Probably not. Probably not. Because I'd probably end up tripping on the stairs and start making, tumble down the staircase. And you know, wouldn't it be fun? I've kind of fell down that staircase before, multiple times actually. I fell over the side, I fell over the front. I still remember when I fell over the side and landed on a fence. Oh, yeah, pain. But whatever. Oh, she even kicked over an oil drum at me. But, where she said that she apprehended the person, the oil drum wasn't even there. I gotta practice stairs, yeah. Not as bad as my dad. My dad tumbled and broke the drywall. I broke the drywall. There's like a giant hole at the bottom of the staircase because his head went through. Luckily, it was just drywall, so it kind of softened the blow, softened the fall, but man, everyone has a tumble every now and then. Have a good one, Turtle. Have a good one. But yeah, I have been kind of clumsy every now and then. It's not the best for me, but I have been clumsy. Anyways, he even kicked over an oil drum at me. An oil drum. There was an oil drum lying on its side at the scene of the crime. But it's strange. What's that? If she wanted to escape, why didn't she run the other way? I do agree, yeah. The parking lot entrance, yep. That's right. It doesn't make any sense that she would run from behind the partition to the oil drums. Okay, sure. Excellent, more mysteries, yep. I wish we could solve a few before finding more, though. Miss Guy tried to run. I'm sorry, my sister is so suspicious, Mr. Wright, yeah. It is problematic how suspicious she is, man. Easier to clear her name. If there was another way to clear her name, I'll tell ya. Yet, it is what it is, yep. Anyways, not as sorry as I am, yeah. But she didn't do it, you have to believe me. I don't believe you so much. After the murder, the suspect attempted to run behind a partition to her side. I feel like the one we have to question is, this one right here. I feel like this is the one that we need to find a discrepancy in. But the thing is, I don't know if this will work or not. So she ran the other way, dropped her phone. Why would she run towards the car? It looked like Edgeworth was guilty, yeah. Maybe she wanted to take the fall, but... I had to use her cell instead. Oh, we need to think here. What would be a good solution here, huh? She tried to use the phone on the wall, but had to use her cell instead. But why would she call her sister here, man? This may or may not be a bad idea, but I'm doing it here. May or may not. Yeah. We calling the phone. Oh. Man. I wanted two men. Didn't work. It did not reveal, I repeat, it did not reveal, fine then. We're gonna... She mentioned the muffler. But she might have meant the muffler of the car, man. We need to think of where the contradiction is, so... Let's, find this out in her head, okay, so... He was here. Supposing this is where the murder happened. She ran over here to try to do the telephone. Lunch lady jumped over here, ran to her, tried to apprehend her. She shook her off and ran this way and tried to knock an oil drum to stop the lunch lady from going. Ran this way. And she like to drop her phone here as well. If Dr. Good... Wait, why was Detective Goodman's... So much info here that we need to try and decipher. Yeah, So the merchant tried to run. When I was there, she mentioned the muffler. She tried the phone on the wall, but had to use her cell instead. Let's see her. The suspect attempted to run behind a partition off to her side. Why would she? This probably won't work, but I won't. Nope. I tried. So that's not the option here. Okay, let's think it through then. What evidence could be used here? Not important. Not important here. Already discussed. Not important. No prints as well. Doesn't really help us here. Useless here. Victim's ID isn't going to be helpful at this time. Victim's memo found in the trunk. That's probably going to be the case file. Not going to be used right now. Autopsy, not going to be used. We have the cell phone. We have the parking lot floor plans. That'll be the crime photo here, Chief Prosecutor made to escape, but against Angel Star. I mean, the floor plans makes more sense here, right? She didn't make an escape. Nah, man. Gosh darn it, man. It shows that she wasn't trying to escape, though, man. She wasn't trying to escape. I can try here. Nope. Well, in cases like these, really... I pressed everything here. We have pressed everything here. After the murder, the suspect attempted to run behind a partition off to her side. Wait, so after the murder she ran off. Okay, so she ran to the side to use the phone, gotcha. Angel gets over the fence and tries to arrest her. She struggles. She struggles somehow. How did... She climbed over the fence. How did she see her do the phone here, It doesn't make sense here though, Cause she crossed from here, right? How could she see her make the phone call here, man? She was nowhere near. Ordering blocked by the partition. Oh hey gamer, welcome back, man. Miss Star, I have to conclude that you have a personal grudge against Miss Lana Sky. Here we go. The witness is a former detective. Her testimony is unmarred by personal bias. Ace Attorney secret? I wish, man. I wish. Me and my... I keep trying the same evidence, but I'm like, okay, I know it's here, but I can't... I have different ideas, like, you have one option, right? One option to prove, but I have multiple ideas, like, that could be it, but then it's like, yeah, it doesn't work. But you know how it is, man. Whatever. Anyways, gamer, how you doing, man? How you doing? Hope you're doing good. Wait, also, her testimony is unmarred by personal bias. Well, who would have thought you would be my knight in shining armor, prosecutor? You who, together with the chief prosecutor, kicked me out 2 years ago. There's a vendetta. Well, Miss Star, this is a fatal contradiction with your testimony. How do you explain this? I don't know what you're talking about. Mess with me, and I'll make you cough it all up. Oh, so that's pineapple on pizza. I don't know how to feel about pineapple on pizza. Kind of weird. Kind of weird. Whatever. Ahem. Let's look at the floor plans here. He said you witnessed a crime from this point. However, if that's true, You couldn't possibly have seen Miss Guy making that phone call. I believe you see what I'm getting at. That emergency phone was on the back side of this partition. If indeed you were in B block, you couldn't have seen it. Whoa, whoa! Oh, yeah. Order. What is the meaning of this? It's simple, Your Honor. He's not coughing up lunch, he's coughing up lives. That's quite a claim, Mr. Wright. Perhaps you will allow me a question. Tell us exactly what lies this witness has told the court. Here's where the counterattack begins. I can't afford to get this wrong. Just in case here. The witness lied about where she saw it. This guy tried to use the emergency phone, but it was out of order. What is significant about this fact? Nothing. Therefore, it would be pointless for Miss Starr to lie about it. Pointless to lie. I see. But say the witness did actually see Miss Guy using the emergency phone. It would mean Miss Starr witnessed the crime from a different location. Yep. A different location. A block. Now that's a pointless lie if I ever heard one. Objection. I object your objection. Before you call my lie pointless, at least let me tell it. Let me ask a question to our clever wordsmith, Mr. Wright. Just where was the witness when she saw the crime? Just a precaution. Don't mind it. All the testimony we've heard until now points in one direction. The place where Miss Starr witnessed the crime was here. Likely here. A block she would have seen it, and she would have had time to stop it. But if she was in the security room, then how'd she take the picture from over here? Spoke. This may not work. This is the only place where she could have been. The security guard room. Indeed, the security room in the underground parking lot is well positioned. It's built on the second floor, so you can see the entire lot. That's why she didn't run towards the entrance, yep. She would have been able to see the emergency phone from there. But why there? There are many other places where she could have seen the phone. Boyfriend. Her boyfriend. Not in this case, Your Honor. The witness, not being part of the prosecutor's office, couldn't park in A block. The only place where she could have seen the crime and the back of the partition is here. I remember in your testimony you said you brought a lunch to your boyfriend in the security guard room, yes. Well, Miss Starr, how many years have I been getting the better of men? To think that the tables could be turned. Hey, Amanda's got the better of Angel Starr. He's a liar. Throughout the testimony, here we go. Order, witness. What have you done? You used to be a detective, you should know better. I'm not turning back. The guilty will be punished. And I'll do what I must to make sure justice prevails. The guilty. Is she talking about Miss Guy? She has a vendetta. So she's trying to force a verdict of guilty. Oh, Mr. Wright. Doesn't this strike you as odd? Why did Miss Starr lie? It doesn't make sense. The case that got her screwed over. She made her lose detective. Her and Edgeworth. So why not kinda frame both of them at the same time? Well, she probably wanted to frame Edgeworth, but a lot of sky covered. Why did Miss Starr lie? It doesn't make sense, huh? She could have just said she saw the crime from the security guard station. It wouldn't change anything. Exactly. This photograph tells all. This photograph, it was the defendant who stabbed the victim, but here, how could she have taken that picture if she was in the security guard room? That truth still stands. It still stands. I disagree, Mr. Edgeworth. What? If a witness is found to be lying, they're guilty of perjury. She knows this, yeah. She wouldn't risk that without a good reason. So, tell us what her reason was, Mr. Wright. Oh, me. Oh no. Oh no. I gotta find a sliver of truth here. Who else? Oh, Mr. Wright, let's review what we know. Miss Starr witnessed the crime from the security guard station. But she lied and said she saw it from B block. It must make a vital difference, but what? The picture! The picture! The picture! Angle of view to the crime. Why, the angle at which she saw the crime occur would change. The angle? What do you mean? The photo? Well, the security guard station is on the second floor, and, she would have sort of a more 3D view of the crime. No! And this is important. Why? Oh, man. That's, crap, man. They don't understand. The photo was taken from B block. The photo was taken from B block, man. Fine. She lied. Distance to the crime. Different than lighting. Distance to the crime, fine. It changes the distance between her and the scene of the crime. Yep. My condolences, Mr. Wright, but one look at the floor plan and it's quite clear. The distance between the scene of the crime and the guard station is 30 feet. But that's on the second floor. I don't see how that would change what she could see. What she saw is not in question here. What matters is the time it would take her to reach the scene of the crime. Miss Starr, you witnessed this crime from the security guard station. Now, how long did it take you to go from there to the scene of the crime where you arrested Miss Sky? Well, witness, you... Yeah. You ordered the squid wheels, right? Quality of my lunches has gone from low to inedible. I was bringing a PB&J lunch with my fresh boysenberry jam to my boyfriend. Boysenberry for the boyfriend. He wasn't in the station, so I waited. The picture, man! Why can I argue the picture? I witnessed the crime from the glass-walled station, but the photo... But the photo's wrong, man! The photo's wrong! Why can't I say anything? And before I knew what I was doing, I found myself running towards the scene. But... the door was locked. I couldn't open it. Wouldn't this lead to the same conclusion if I said the location of where she took the photo? That's why I had to go through the visitors' parking in B block. That's quite a detour, but yeah, the emergency room was a block. The emergency door was a block. It probably took me at least 5 minutes to get to the scene of the crime. 5 minutes. Well, the murder happened at like 5:15. Would have been 5:20. When she called, would have been cancelled real quick. Wow. It probably took me at least 5 minutes to get to the scene of the crime. But for 5 minutes. This changes things considerably. But it was that woman over there in the defendant's chair who stabbed him. I know it. I have photographic evidence. No, you don't have photographic evidence of the actual murder. I swear it. I swear it on my finest plastic spork. You have a point, and the spork is a wonderful invention. Would you like another caviar lunch? Absolutely. Uh-oh. Mr. Wright, you have to do something. Do I have any evidence to stop this? Raise an objection here, 5 minutes between the witnessing of the murder and the arrest. Think about it. You could make pasta in that amount of time. If you like it al dente. It's not, but... Have your lunch like this that Thai pasta into nuts, rookie. A 5-minute blank. Isn't that strange? Strange. If you were a criminal, what would you do with 5 minutes, Your Honor? Well, I guess I'd flee the scene. Hey, don't get the wrong idea. I didn't kill anyone. Yeah, I hope you didn't, man. I hope you didn't. But you have the instincts of a killer. You would run. But this time was different. This guy dawdled at the scene of the crime. She even had her picture taken. No true criminal would act, gosh, man. No true criminal would act this way. It's inconceivable. Man. Yeah. I did pick the pasta thing to come up on it. No, I picked the wrong option here. Oh man, fuck. Oi. I think I was a bit too loud today. My vocal cords are a bit rusty still. Whatever. Well then. It seems we've come to the end of this testimony. The witness has a grudge against the defendant and a blank in her testimony. Mr. Edgeworth, is the next witness ready to go? There's another. Unfortunately, I appear to have overestimated this witness on an account of her professional history. We did it. We screwed that can shut, Mr. Wright. That was too close. So much info, man. I'm afraid that the Cough-Up Queen has been dethroned. And with that, court is adjourned. Who's it now, man? Cough-Up Queen. Mr. Edgeworth, you ordered the squid wheels, right? That's the one she tried to foist off on me. I prefer to not take the defense team's leftovers. Anything else to say? I might be able to save you. I have decisive evidence. What was that? Is this another one of her trick lunchboxes? My apologies, but we have no further questions to ask of you, Miss Starr. Ah. Is this your jumbo lunchbox? Woohoo, a triple-decker. Don't get bribery, man. Out of deference to the witness's determination, I'll allow one more testimony. Let's hear about this decisive evidence. Oh man. Bribery, man, bribery. Like the Lunchland motto says, you won't be disappointed. What's she going to pull out of her lunchbox this time? Decisive evidence, here we go. I should have mentioned those 5 minutes when I wasn't looking at the crime scene. And now, to the matter of the victim's shoe. Did I not bring this up? Oh, you did not. Not at all, man. Oh, man, heck. 2 types of blood were found on this shoe, too. One was, of course, the victim's, and the other blood type matched that of the defendant, Miss Lana Sky. This shoe proves it. It's flawless, decisive evidence. Oh, wow. What? There was blood found on that shoe. Try Lunchland for all your lunch and decisive evidence needs. Oy, oy. That's kind of problematic. What's the meaning of this? I know, right? That was never there before, now they just randomly added it, man. Like, look, if I would have known, maybe it would have been better. Oh, well, whatever. I guess I appreciate the info here. Better than nothing. Witness, what's the meaning of this? Why is this the first time I've heard of this evidence? Simple. As I've already said, I don't trust you with evidence, Mr. Edgeworth. That's why I took the liberty of investigating this myself. And you had blood tests performed, yep. Didn't I mention? I have three boyfriends in forensics. No, you said you had 2. You said you have the one and another, and you have yet another, which was open. Okay, in any case, Your Honor, I can't accept that this is evidence. What? You must know the 2 rules of evidence law. Rule 1. No evidence shall be shown without the approval of the police department. In other words, this shoe is illegal evidence, at least for the time being. Is that right, Mr. Wright? It seems so. Edgeworth sure is celebrating. Not so fast, Mr. Edgeworth. Don't forget, I used to be a detective. As I mentioned previously, this shoe has already been tested by a member of the forensics department. As you can see, it was approved by the police department as of today. Even the general public can produce official evidence, Mr. Edgeworth. No. Is that right, Mr. Wright? It seems so. Edgeworth is looking pretty solid. You could at least study some evidence law, really. Don't give me crap, man. The prosecution's complaints, notwithstanding, It appears that this evidence satisfies the first rule of evidence law. However, it seems you have yet another count against you, witness. Anything to ensure that the guilty are properly judged. Victim's shoe added to the court record. White enamel shoe bears traces of blood from Goodman and Lama Sky. Very well, Mr. Wright. You may cross-examine the witness, so man. What the heck am I gonna do with a heckin' shoe? Decisive evidence, here we go. I should have mentioned those 5 minutes when I wasn't looking at the crime scene. And now, to the matter of the victim's shoe. Did I not bring this up? 2 types of blood were found on this shoe. One was of course the victim's. And the other blood type matched that of defendant Miss Lana Sky. This shoe proves it. It's full of decisive evidence. Yeah. We'll press everything here. Why did you lie about this 5 minutes? I guess you could say, I just wanted people to look at the results. The results. How many times do I have to say this? I saw the chief prosecutor stab the victim before my very own eyes. Compared to that, a 5-minute blank means nothing. Then why didn't you just tell the truth? Don't make me laugh. We're dealing with the most untrustworthy of the vile lot known as prosecutors. Falsified evidence, arranged testimonies, erasing and manipulating evidence. I'm actually happy Edgeworth has improved. He's actually not letting bad stuff go on. When you fight monsters, you need to use every trick in the book. This when the suspect is admitting she did it. Ay, man. But false testimony is the most despicable crime of all, Miss Star. Let's just get this over with. Yeah, fine. And you found this shoe at the scene of the crime. I detained the chief prosecutor and notified the police department. I wanted to make myself useful while I was waiting for the police to arrive. I need to check your though. These were black. He's wearing black shoes here. Wait, what? Okay, evidence found. So, like an ill-trained pooch, you snuck off with a shoe. I was afraid if someone would erase the chief prosecutor's crime. This shoe was my secret weapon if that should happen. See this fashionable basket I have here. It carries more than lunchboxes, gentlemen. I'm happy for you and your lunchbox bag, really. In any case, you removed valuable evidence from the scene of the crime. Now, tell us what you did next. Here we go. If you're... The thing is... Here we go. Unfortunately for you, this shoe is far from being perfect evidence. What? This shoe directly contradicts what we know about the crime. The shoe doesn't fit. Yup. Order. You're claiming there is a contradiction with this shoe. Indeed. As I said, the shoe doesn't fit what we know about the scene of the crime. Very well. Let's hear what Mr. Wright has to say about the shoe. What about this shoe contradicts what we know about the crime? Show us a problem with this evidence. Can I like do anywhere? It's the color man. The problem with this evidence is here. Where? Really, man? Really? Really, man? That didn't work. I mean, didn't work. The color doesn't match. Why can't I say the color doesn't match? It's blood. It's my sister's, right? It appears so. Nana's right hand was bandaged when I saw her in jail. She must have cut herself at the time of the crime. Poor sis. I don't get the problem here. Why don't they get the problem, man? She was wearing black shoes. They're black, man. They're black. They aren't like in white. Why can't I bring this up? Why can't I bring it up? Unfortunately for you, this shoe is far from being perfect evidence. What? Yeah. Order. Yes, there's a contradiction. Why won't they let me, man? They should just let me, man. Fine. You want me to click the blood? Fine. I mean, he gets the blood on the shoe because it's not the same shoe. The problem with his evidence is here. Where? I think that finger pointed at your own head, Mr. Wright. No, but... Why don't you put where the problem is? I just need the picture, man. The picture. Can I look inside it? Maybe. N. The whole shoe's off, man. The whole shoe's the wrong color. What? Why can't I just click color, man? I can't. Where? Bro, it doesn't... It's the wrong color, man. It's the wrong color. It's not hard. It's not hard to understand, man. It's the wrong color. Look at it. Black shoe. White shoe. Just let me. Why won't it let me, man? Also, this one looks like it has a higher heel as well. This thing's much smaller. Okay, well... Bro, it's the wrong color. What else can I say? Wrong hanging color, man. If was this here? Where? If that wasn't it, Mr. Wright. Let's be scientific about this. Examine the evidence. Man, that's not a waste of time. Well... But the color of the shoe. Why can't I just click the color, man? What the fudge is this? It's the shoe itself that's the problem, man. Okay, this is the shoe for the right. Shoot for the right, I know it, but... Oh, man. H... The heck am I looking for, man? Although there wasn't any blood on the crime scene. The problem lies in the footprint. The footprint. Note at the bottom of the victim's shoes covered in blood. Then, isn't it strange? Why weren't any bloody footprints found by the scene of the crime? I mean, that as well. I mean, okay, that makes sense as well. However, white shoe, black shoe, white shoe, black shoe. What's the problem with this, man? White would not appear to be... I mean, like, I know that's an option too. There was no blood at the scene crime. I wasn't talking about it, but the shoe color, it's not even the right color, man. It's not even the right color. Why weren't any bloody footprints found by the scene of the crime? Aha. As you can see, there were no traces of any such footprints at the scene of the crime. That contradicts your claim about this shoe. This picture only shows part of the floor. There could have been bloody footprints. Nope. Then where are they, Mr. Edgeworth? Because we checked the scene and found nothing of the sort. Yep. Oh, was everyone blind? Was everyone blind? It's the wrong color, man. Order, order, order. Well, with this... What, huh? Great going, Mr. Wright, but... It's true that the lack of a footprint is a contradiction. But then we have to ask why there wasn't a footprint. Oh, that's true. There has to be a reason why there wasn't a footprint. Think, Mr. Wright, think. It's not the same heckin' shoe. It's not the same shoe, man. Why can't I just say it's the wrong color? It's not even the right shoe. Whatever. Hey, I don't know why it's not there. I'm just good at finding contradictions. What? I see. Now I get it. Get what? Our witness is more devious than I gave her credit for. We were hoodwinked to the very end. But she slipped. There is one vital hint to the truth in her testimony. Well, what are you talking about? Think back to when she told us about apprehending the suspect. The chief prosecutor tried to resist, but her efforts were in vain. Knocked my hands aside, kicked over an oil drum. Oh, she's beautiful but deadly. A predator, this one. A leopard woman. Or... I thought that was a strange thing for the normally cool-headed chief to do. No kidding. Now, witness, allow me to ask a very simple question. This oil drum, was it empty? Oh, that, I'm not sure I like your attitude, Mr. Edgeworth. Though apparently you're not the slowest conveyor belt in the lunchbox factory. Witness, well, was the oil drum empty? Why do I have to do the blood footprint when it literally was the wrong color? It annoys me. It was the wrong color. It wasn't your shoe. You wasn't wearing it. It's like the fudge, man. Well, whatever, fine. Witness, well, was the oil drum empty? The oil drum kicked over by the chief prosecutor was brimming with water. Water? What does that mean? You don't get it, Mr. Wright. Do you want to know the reason she knocked it over? The real reason? Aha! You don't mean... Yes, the suspect knocked over that oil drum for one reason and one reason alone. To erase the blood stain that would become evidence against her. Whoa! But no, it's not even the right color, man. Why? That tie seems up quite nicely. The blood stains left on the victim's shoes tie her quite clearly to this murder. That was the victim's shoe. It's the victim's shoe, not her shoe. Oh. Oh. Oopsie, my bad. Okay, that line of questioning out the window. Throw it out the brain. Okay, anyways. Then, after the deed was done, she knocked over the oil drum to erase the telltale signs. Why, that's the prosecutor's specialty. Erasing evidence. That reminds me, Miss Sky's right hand was hurt. What? Wasn't the bloodstains on the other shoe? But either the right... No, yeah, it was the right shoe and right hand, sure. Didn't she say she cut herself when she stabbed him? That's one. My sister's blood got on the shoe. Well, I see no reason to prolong this trial. Mr. Wright, do something, please. Well, what can I do? Your sister has confessed to the crime, and she tried to conceal it. But what? Enough. There is no need for further debate. The verdict, Your Honor. Very well. Hey, this sucks, man. I have to find something here, huh? Very well. But Angel Star is on the prosecution side. He could have been lying about the water. This court finds the defendant Miss Lana Sky. Hold it. Little girl, what did you just say? Huh, me? Did you say that I, Angel Star, was on the prosecution's side? Well, yeah, you are. You're saying my sister hid evidence by erasing the bloody footprints. But there was no puddle of water there, man. Well, I thought you'd had your fill, but here you are, demanding a second helping. Another lunchbox. A lunchbox called evidence. Well, wait. Don't tell me you have something else. The time for deliberations is past. Any further comments, and you will be held in contempt of court. Your threats don't scare the cop up queen. Look at this. That's not how the body was found. Like at all. The body was found hanging out. So why the heck would she be removing? She'd be removing it from there, from the trunk. Wow, a photograph. I added just in case anyone had the gall to suggest that the white shoe didn't belong to the victim. I see no room for error in this evidence. Mr. Wright, wait. Look at the asphalt in this photo. I can't see. Oh, there is water, yeah. It's reflecting, so there was water. But the shoe's hanging on top, so it wouldn't have gotten... The muffler. Something in the muffler. The note. Hey, it's clearly wet, yep. Erasing the last trace of doubt from the court's mind. Immediately after the murder, the crime scene was washed with water. I'm sorry, Mr. Wright. I guess I couldn't help after all. It's not your fault. I knew I couldn't win this case from the beginning. And it seemed this is what your sister wanted anyway. I'm sorry, Mia. Hey, nah, we're not giving up just yet. We're gonna keep on going till we have to get contempt of court. I'm sorry, Mia. Alright, what or not. Don't be so quick to throw in the towel. Get yourself up off the asphalt. Take another good look. Don't give up, on until the bitter end. Where's the paper? Where's the photo? The photo not here, man. This is the last piece of evidence. Very well. This time I'd like to declare a verdict for good. Hey, that's again. Let's go. We're doing it again. Your Honor, wait. What is it with you people? Can't I hand down my verdicts in peace anymore? Whatever it is, can it wait? No, it can't. Then it will be too late. Look at this photograph, the last one submitted. Just in case I get it wrong. This trial isn't over until we give each piece of evidence proper consideration. So right. Are you saying there's a problem with this latest piece of evidence? Yeah. The body isn't in the right position. Yep. Yeah. I'll think later. Yeah, there's a problem. Right or wrong, I've got to go ahead with this. I suppose since we've come this far, we should give every claim a fair shake. Very well, Mr. Wright. Show the court the problem in this photograph. The body. Well, it's probably here, don't you? The body's in the wrong position. Man, they don't even let me have it, man. It's okay. Leave it here. See, there is something in the muffler. I can't want to do that. I can't want to do this here. Thing in the muffler. Problem in this photograph is here. What's this? There's something poking out of the car's muffler. Wait just a moment, Mr. Edgeworth. Your Honor. You just said muffler. However, I see no trace of a muffler or scarf of any kind in this photograph. A muffler is also a part on a car or motorcycle, Your Honor. Just think of it as part of the exhaust system, a pipe. I see, and I see, yeah. Not only that the body's in the wrong position, there's that in there, but yeah, I noticed that as well, but whatever. What's that suspicious looking claw sticking out of the car's muffler? So what if there's something sticking out of the muffler? What does that have to do with this case? What I'm wondering is how there aren't security cameras. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Sorry, Miss Star. But it's not going to be that easy. In fact, you've already told us why this is important to the case. You said as much in your testimony. What? Let's hear what Mr. Wright has on his mind. Stay first here. Just, precaution. Tell us why you think this piece of cloth in the muffler is related to the case. Yo. Miss Star, recall your testimony for the court. Ah, yes. When I arrested her, she mentioned the muffler. That's what had me confused in my earlier testimony. Yep. Muffler art. Yeah. Could it be that the muffler you heard mentioned was actually this exhaust pipe? Yes, sir. If so, that means this piece of cloth is vital evidence. Oh. Whoa. What? Well, it seems we will have to suspend the proceedings. Suspend! I find myself wondering about that piece of cloth. If we leave any question unanswered here, we do a disservice to the law. Have the car at the crime scene inspected at once, and bring me that cloth. The verdict will wait until after we've seen all the evidence. Agreed? I suppose so. Whew. That was close, but we made it, at least for now. This court will adjourn for a 30-minute recess. It's lunchtime after all. He's still hungry. It's like 2, 3. So many lunch boxes, holy crap. Yeah, we saved. I thought that was her shoes the entire time. I would have known the blood, man. There's no blood and seen the crime. If. Man. February 23, 11:56 a.m. District Court. Defendant Lobby Number 2. Mr. Wright. Huh, what? Are trials always like this with you? Like you're swimming up from the bottom of a lake, about to reach the surface, but no matter how hard you paddle, you never seem to get there. Pretty much, except today we're swimming in quicksand. So what happened to your sister anyway? Apparently she got called off to the judge's chambers. Probably something to do with that piece of cloth. So, this is where we turn this trial around, right? Our only weapon, a tiny, insignificant piece of cloth. I'm the one who's starting to feel tiny and insignificant, to tell the truth. Hola, partner. Oh. Would I fight another VTuber? I mean, I don't really have much muscle, so I'm not sure I could, right? I don't really have much muscle. I think I'd probably lose if I fought, And I don't think getting punched is too pleasant, right? Right, Fox? Yeah, I really got negative muscles, man. I really don't go out enough. I mean, I guess if you can play dirty, it's another story, right? And I guess I said, like, don't punch with your fist, you can punch, like, with, Yeah, sorry, Sorry, Fox. But, what's it called? Like, the bottom part of your palm or whatever. They say, like, they hit with that. Supposedly that's good. But I feel like fighting. I feel like fighting would be pretty hard, eh? Although, what kind of fight are we talking about, Fox? What kind of fight are we talking about? What kind of fight are we talking about? Like, I am definitely not physically fit. I mean, sure, I'm not the worst, but, I'm sure not really having any fat makes everything hurt a bit more. I got no cushion. Street fight, Street fights, you can get a knife as well, stuff like that. I mean, probably wouldn't. Could I bring a gun? Oh, we do have a pistol, but we do have a heckin', we do have, bolt action. Street fight, in the street fight, anything goes. So just grab the bolt action and just go pew. And as long as they aren't American, I'm probably gonna be fine. If they're American, probably more than she, but if they aren't American, they ain't gonna have a gun. Ah. They say you show a red cloth to a bull, it'll fire up its temper. Don't worry, Fox, he'd probably shoot in like the kneecap or whatever, you know. Maybe you shoot like in both kneecaps and maybe like, both elbows, you know, stuff like that. Just make it so they can't fight, you know. At least that'd be the plan, right? If you shoot the... I guess you could also shoot in the hand and shatter all their bones. And then they probably couldn't move their hands, and they're gonna be much less efficient in fighting. But you shoot their kneecap as well. I mean... I just hear supposedly, a shot to the kneecap is about the most painful thing you can experience before passing out, so maybe. How many bullets are there? How many bullets are there? Like 10? You have like 10 bullets in the chamber, or in the magazine. I don't know what that skull is used for, man. What is that skull used for? Or type, But no, I mean, if you're talking about for secret attorney at the law firm, yeah. And it's going great. We're barely making it, but it's going definitely great. For someone who really said they committed the crime. Yeah, I mean also, Fox, I guess you could, you know, if you really wanted to, if you shot them, then maybe cut the tendon so they can't move their arms and stuff like that. And then you win forever, right? You made a new friend. Congrats, Turtle. Congrats to you, man. But yeah, right, Fox, I guess if you really want to win, I guess you cut off their tendons, right? Then they can't really walk. I mean, I know, like, you cut Achilles or whatever the back tendon is. Yeah, whatever the back, I'm pretty sure the Achilles heel. If you cut off that, it should make it hard for them to walk, and then if you cut off the tendons for the arm, they can't really fight. But then again, you also just shoot the elbow and the kneecaps, and they can't walk either. Don't know which would be better though, not too sure. Well, whatever here. That's what they told me when I was a youngin' at least. Officer Marshall. Thought I'd come take a look. See at how the trial's going. Looks like I'm late. They've got the home ranch locked down tighter than a fort in enemy territory. That hard to slip out, huh? What is going on over there anyway? All the police I've seen these last 2 days have been really on edge. Don't you got enough on your plate without worrying about other people, compadre? You could be worrying about the chief prosecutor's taste in mufflers, for example. Officer Marshall. No idea what you're talking about, Turtle. Anyways, the whole muffler thing didn't have anything to do with scarves. Yeah. Oh, there we go. She wasn't even wearing a scarf. You don't say. Now, don't that just beat all? I've seen the red breeze blow at her slender neck many a time. I don't think Weezer's here. Don't think. I saw that day too. She was wearing a red muffler. What? At the award ceremony that afternoon. Edwards has seen it too, I'd reckon. What does that mean? Yeah. In the photograph taken at the crime scene, she wasn't wearing a scarf. I should play Undertale. I've kind of already played it. I did play Undertale Yellow though. So, kind of Undertale. Just yellow. Just for the yellow soul. Justice, and he gets no justice. But whatever. So, Miss Star wasn't mistaken. Well, it's about time. Remember, partner, sometimes you gotta grab the bull by the horns, and sometimes you just gotta let that bull go where it will. Time will tell. Nah, Turtles, I don't think I would do a genocide run. I feel too bad when I do it. And I don't like feeling bad, so I wouldn't do it. Simple as that. I feel bad doing it, so I don't want to do it. I mean, killing the ones who are, you know, guilty is a different story, but if you kill, you know, no, you're killing the innocent, and it's kind of bad. Like, Undyne would be fine to kill. Like, you could kill, like, Undyne and stuff like that, you know. Just watch someone murder everyone? Oh, yeah. Pirates you wouldn't kill. You'd probably kill Undyne, no. But, then you don't get a good ending. No good ending. It's bad. Anyways, here. I have a bad feeling about this. So, what are we swimming in now, Mr. Wright? If it's steak sauce, I can hook you up with some fine ribs, oh wee. Yeah. February 23, 12:32 p.m. District Court, courtroom number 9. I'd like to resume. What's up? The judge keeps looking over at the prosecution. There's something wrong, Mr. Edgeworth. Your face is blue, your lips are purple, you're sweating bullets. That furrowed brow. That furrowed brow, those grinding teeth, those watery eyes. What's more, your eyes are unfocused. You're doubled over, your back is bent. It can't be. This can't happen. I wonder what happened to Mr. Edgeworth. Well then, I believe it is time we continued on with this trial. During a recess, I had requested that the prosecution conduct an investigation. This is unacceptable. Oh man. Bad with stuttering when you gotta stutter on purpose, aye. It seems our prosecutor is quite beside himself. Excuse me, knock. Who's there? Who's that dude? He looks weird. What's with this guy? Sun is fun, the land is dandy. You only talk to dogs because they don't understand you. Here's this quote, I gotcha man, I gotcha. A strange stuffy aura seems to be filling the courtroom. He's got a big tie. Hey, the temperature rose 5.7 degrees when that man came in. Who on earth is he? Ah, it's you. Witness number 2, maybe? Oh, sorry I'm late, gee. The roads were packed, it's just me. Long time no see, eh, gee. How you been? So much these days? Hello. No, I've been so busy. Busy, Smithy. Gee, my boy, you have to make time to relax. Yes, indeed. Gee. Seems to be his nickname for the judge. I'm afraid you're right. Very afraid. Sorry, but who are you? Ah, so you're Wright, the attorney. I've heard good things about you, son. It's not Heather's gotcha, it's Heather's the musical. I know. I gotcha, man. Thanks, yeah. I'm sorry about our little Worthy giving you all that trouble, eh? You know, we should all go swimming together sometime. Hey, Fax, welcome back, man. Jolly. Hell. Little Worthy. Mr. Wright. You don't know the district chief of police. You think they would look a bit more grim. Well, it is what it is, eh? The chief of police? Don't know. He's a top-ranking police officer in the entire district. This seems problematic. Anyways, Fax, how you doing, man? Hope you're doing good. Name's Gaunt. Diamond Gaunt. Pleased to meet you, everyone. It's not from Heather's musical. It's not Heather's a TV show. It's not from Heather's. Oh, it's from Heather, the theatrical performance. Gotcha. Okay, sure. And it was here, huh? So, to what do we owe this honor today? It's been over 2 years since you last came to this courtroom, hasn't it? Well, it's worthy here. Look at the poor fellow. I just thought I'd help out by bringing this. Alien Blues by Wunderbar, which is in Heather's, right? Yeah, I know. Hey, that's my sister's muffler. Toby Star wasn't just seeing things. The muffler within the muffler, gotcha. It's not favorite Wilburweed. I know it's Heather's, yeah. But the crime occurred. This guy really was wearing that muffler. But to think it was stuffed into that exhaust pipe. Under the worthy's car, no less. That. It's really quite embarrassing, even for us. What is that? Looks like a sheath to a sword or something. Strange. What's this? It's what you'd call a switchblade knife. I love turtles too, Yankees, and your other one, man. Did your other one manage to get banned? Oh, the switchblade, ah. It's what you'd call a switchblade knife, by perplexing this. Chief, what kind of outfit are you running? Mr. Edgeworth. How could they miss such a vital piece of evidence? If your investigators are this lax, how do you expect us to do our job? Oh, is it that account? You just changed the name in the PFP. Gotcha. No, wait a minute. Where's he? I have no desire to hear your excuses. I'm telling you to wait. Or didn't you hear me? Oh. Have a look at this document, where it says person in charge of investigation. There's no mistaking that signature is there, Miles Edgeworth. That's not fair. On the day of the crime, I had your head in the clouds because you got that award. I know how you feel. Oh, putting all the blame on him. Shame. But you're the person in charge. I'll expect a written apology. What? Are you serious? Don't be too upset. We'll find a way to clean up this mess that you made. This is the first time I've seen Mr. Edgeworth at a loss for words. This kind of major blunder is unlike you, Mr. Edgeworth. The court accepts this new evidence, but I'd like to ask the defense a favor first. Yes? Just to be sure, I'd like to take a look at the blade of this knife. The blade, Your Honor. Well, I don't see why not. Could you open it up for me, I wonder? Yes, well, I think all you have to do is push that switch and... If I cut my finger, Mr. Wright, I wouldn't be able to pound my gavel anymore. You know, Turtles, you don't have to say it twice, man. Okay, yeah, but if I cut my finger, I wouldn't be able to point it at people anymore. Come on, just hurry up and open it. Blood on the knife, blood on the knife, blood on the knife. Let's go. Hopefully there's blood on the knife here, Okay, so you have it facing up. And away. And check that out as well. Can it read? There's a small tag on this knife. It seems to say SL92. What does that mean? It's something for the case file. Well, I've heard something similar. DO6 of DO6 incident fame. But it's strange. What is it? I'm not certain, but I get the feeling I've seen this somewhere before. I have no idea what you're on about, Turtles. Letters like this, or letters that looked a lot like this somehow. I know where. What? Don't scare me like that. Wait, there's blood on the knife. But it's old, I know why it's old. Well, don't scare me like that. I'm the one who's scared. Look at this next blade. The tip is broken off. Have a good sleep, turtles. Have a good sleep. Old blood. And this dark red stain. Blood. Switchblade knife added to the court record. Cute versus, sexy, Let's see, Fox here, I guess someone's sexy, it indicates attraction, while cute, something you just be visually appealing. Visually appealing versus attractive. I think that's pretty much is, right? Cute is visually appealing, while sexy is more so the attractive. It's more visually attractive. Or I guess cute is visually appealing in a certain way. I don't know how to do it other than a cute way, man. But they have they're different. Although something can be both visually appealing and attractive. So they can be cute and sexy, I guess, but I think that's how you do it right. Visually appealing versus visually attractive. Gotta choose one. Oh. But isn't if someone's sexy, they're usually cute as well? Like I'm saying, if they're sexy, they're usually cute as well. Like, usually it's a case of, man, like... Not necessarily. Really? Really? I'm trying to think of an example where... I can't think of an example where it'd be different, man. I can't think of an example where... Sexy isn't cute. Normally... Sexy is usually always cute. Oh, man. Your mama... Well, my mama ain't sexy to me, man. I can tell you that much. No, that doesn't work. No. I think if someone found their mom sexy, there'd be a problem. There'd be a big problem. Huge problem, in fact. But, I don't know, I guess... Probably sexy then. Probably sexy. Because they're probably gonna be cute as well. Switchblade knife found at the crime scene, wrapped in the defendant's muffler, small tag attached. Oh no, how about you, Foxen? Which one are you picking? Which one are you picking, man? Switchblade knife added to the court record. This does not excuse the actions of the police department. I would like to hear an explanation from the chief of police himself. I'm terribly sorry, but could I ask you to testify for us? About the split between the prosecutors and the police and this knife. You choose cute, eh? Oh, wait. We're talking about... Wait. I need more clarification. When you say cute versus sexy, what are we talking about? Oh, we're talking about like an item. Like, if you're talking about like a stuffed toy or whatever, cute, right? Talking about a person. Like, let's say in a relationship, probably sexy, right? But like a toy or something, cute. At least that's how I see it, or like, you know. Stuff like that, you know. So I don't know what. I think we kind of... Oh, the dilemma. The dilemma, man. Oh, we're talking about a girlfriend. Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah. Probably. And if I had a girlfriend who was cute, I'd probably consider them sexy as well. So, I mean, like, it's the same way around. And if I consider them sexy, I'd probably consider them cute as well. Ever the dilemma, eh? have the dilemma. Amount is split between the prosecutors and the police and this knife. Sure thing. Not a problem. Not even a little one, really. Department in disorder. This knife is special, but I can't say how here. Unless there's evidence to prove a connection between this knife and Goodman. I was hoping this would be fine. Oops, human. Oh, whatever. Unless there's evidence to prove a connection between this knife and Goodman. That was a bad day for the department. We weren't in any shape to do an investigation. A detective was killed at the police department. See, what a mess. The time of the crime, 5:15. Scary coincidence, eh? It's not officially linked to this case here, so I can't talk much about it. There was a murder at the police department. A detective. That's hush-hush information, Nudgy. Oh, sorry, sneezed. That's hush-hush information, Nudgy. We haven't exactly announced it yet. Oh, wait a second. He says 5:15. That's the exact time that Detective Goodman was killed at the prosecutor's office. There's gonna be a problem. Order. Anyway, we at the department were all flustered, as you might well assume. We're in the middle of a top secret investigation. Don't tell anyone, okay? I think we understand the police department's situation. Well, Mr. Wright. 2 detectives killed at the same time. 2 different places. The chances of that are really slim. Scientifically speaking, of course, yeah. I'd like to exercise my right to cross-examine the witness. Okay, great. Very well. However, keep your questions focused on the case at hand. Department in disorder, here we go. This knife is a special, but I can't say how here. Favorite here, check info here, Looking at here, is there anything new that'd be helpful? Unless there's evidence to prove a connection between this knife and Goodman. I'll try pressing on here. This knife was found on the scene of our crime. I think that makes it connected to the case, don't you? See, there's a lot of things that go on at the department I can't explain. It's delicate, okay? Sorry, righto. Maybe there's something about the knife that will give us a clue. Let's examine the knife while we can, righto. Evidence that links this knife to Detective Goodman. I think perhaps the pieces are falling into place. I should try presenting the piece of evidence that had me stumped all this time. The blue badge panel? Oh, this here. The Goodman's note. Gotcha. So, how are things down at the department? Let's see if he has, any knowledge about it here. Here we go. Wait a second. At last, an honest-to-goodness objection. This knife. This has to have something to do with Detective Goodman. What do you mean? Turtle, I thought you were going to bed, man. Aha. And honest to goodness, what do you mean? From Udgy. This is great. Look at the tag on this knife. It reads SL9 too. And this is important. Why? Over here we also have a memo that was on the body of the victim. What's this? Ramps, I ain't told, man, I ain't told. 6 minus 7S, 12-2. Nope. Your Honor. It's upside down. Give me a second. Okay, yeah, I don't see it, man. Oh, wait, do see SL9, wait. SL9 221. Ah, gotcha. Yeah, 63 definitely, man. Your Honor, it's upside down. Upside. I found it on... Great, man. Appreciate it. I was looking upside down, man. I couldn't rotate the piece of paper, man. I had to check. Upside. The printed name on the memo makes it look... The printed name on the memo makes it look like it's right side up. But turn it around and what do you get? SL9. Aha! Whoever wrote this note was holding the paper upside down. SL9. That's the same thing that is written on the knife's tag. Thank you, there we go. Order, well, Chief. Well. I guess the cat's out of the bag. You win, Righto. I win. What game is this guy playing? This knife was evidence in a case it was stolen from the department's evidence room. Okay, let's procedure. So, this knife was stolen. Yes, but on the day of the murder. It was evidence, you say. Was it, in fact, a murder weapon? Nice. Good show, little worthy. It was a murder weapon, as it happens. It was evidence from a case long since solved. So this knife was stolen on the day of the murder, and it was found in the exhaust pipe of Edgeworth's car. Hard to think there isn't a connection there. The words I do get off from that. Wait, didn't we officially no, actually, no, we didn't. Yeah, bad day. There's a murder. 5:15, but that's when Detective Goodman was killed in the prosecutor's office. What? Funny, isn't it? A murder at the prosecutor's place, and a murder at her place at the very same time. What are the chances? Yeah, I think that kind of connect them. Coincidence? This is just my gut feeling, but I'd say there's a 0.001% chance of that happening. Chief Gone, please tell us more about the incident. I'll try pushing your How can you say there's no connection, man? How? Because I'm the chief of police. I can't just say anything I please, you righto, you understand? Try to understand, Riddle. Well, if you can prove there is a connection, more power to you. Maybe there is something that ties the two murders together. Whatever it is, I'd better find it and get to the bottom of this. 2 detectives were killed at 5:15, one at the prosecutor's office, and one at the police department. That can't be a coincidence. And that knife. What was it doing there? I'd better check this knife out. Check the knife out, yeah. Nothing new here. Nope. Stolen from the department's evidence room. This will probably go bad. Probably ain't gonna work. What if I show the knife, right? Technically speaking, you're, Nope. Man, I won't talk about the knife, man. Well, then why was it... Can we talk about it? No, it doesn't contradict, but I want more info, man. It doesn't contradict, I know it doesn't contradict, but I need more info, man. On the same day that a detective was killed in the prosecutor's parking lot, another detective was killed at the police department. That's a fact. Surprising, isn't it, Aji? I'm at a loss for words. And the perpetrator, do you have a suspect? Well, there was a suspect, just arrested him, in fact. Just arrested. That was quick. But there's still a lot of unanswered questions. Maybe you could help, Righto. I suppose I could help. If you help me by giving me data on your case. Oh, good one. This kid's sharp. Okay, here's the deal. I'll tell you one thing and one thing only. Okay, think logically here. What do we need? We know when the victim died, 5:15. It's between how was the victim killed, how the victim was killed, and where the victim was found. Knowing how the victim was killed doesn't really matter. That's much here, Where the victim was found. So, tell me, where was the victim found? Actually, wait. Well, I can't speak on where the corpse was found, but I can say the crime took place in the evidence room at the police department. There we go. But I can say the crime took place in the evidence room at the police department. Which, the knife was taken at the day of the crime. The evidence room. Well, wait a second. I have heard of that. The evidence room. Didn't he mention that in his testimony just now? The knife was evidence. In the case, it was stolen from the department's evidence room. That connects too. There is a connection between the two cases. There we go. You seem happy, Mr. Wright. Happy. Happy. We just got handed our ticket to go to town on this case. With the link between the two cases established, we finally have some leverage. Now we can get Gallant to testify about the details. Yep. You have the info. Now we can press harder then. So this knife was stolen. Yes, but on the day of the murder. It was evidence, you say. Was it, in fact, a murder weapon? Now if you could show, is it worthy it was a murder weapon as it happened? It was evidence from a clip solved long ago, yep. I know. Found on the day of the murder and was found in the exhaust pipe of his car. Hard to think there isn't a connection there. Wait, they get more info here. No. We have the connection, why can't we use it, man? We should be able to press on it now. Oh, Chief. The defense's position is simply this. The connection between these two cases has already been proven. Yeah, you don't say. Well, out with it, Righto. What's your connection? Yes, out with it, Mr. Wright. The connection is a place mentioned in the testimony we just heard. The knife found in the lot was stolen from the police department's evidence room. Not to mention the victim had on him the case number on the knife's evidence tag. And we also know that the detective murdered at the police department was killed in that very same evidence room. Thank you. Indeed, there do seem to be too many connections for it to be a coincidence. You two make a good pair. It took my men 2 days to find out what you deduced right here. Chief, I request that you release your information on the victim at the police department. See, that's the tricky part. It hasn't been announced yet at all. Can we get the information? Unofficially? Sure, why not? It's unofficial after all. What? Really? Who would have guessed? Yeah, I wouldn't. I'll cooperate, but I can't reveal the name of the victim at the department, okay? Yeah, it's fine. Appreciate the help. 2 detectives were killed at 5:15, one at the prosecutor's office, and one at the police department. That can't be a coincidence. And that knife. What was it doing there? Yeah, I'd better check this knife out. This knife was evident in the case it was stolen from the department's evidence room. A bad day, the detective was killed. Okay, yeah, then let's press here. If you're going to tell us alone, why not tell us everything? Ah, well, case information is sticky stuff. You have to do everything properly. Oh, well. I guess I might as well try to get what I can out of him. Division. What matters here right now is... Victim's gender doesn't really matter here. ID number. Depending if it was connected. Victim's division, fine. Okay, well, what division was the victim stationed in? Oh, you want to know that, do you? Do you? Aha. Criminal Affairs Division 1. The detective responsible for homicide cases. Homicide, that would be the same division as Detective Gumshoe. And as well as the same division. Yep. Detective Goodman, who was killed in the underground parking lot, was homicide too. It's almost like a serial killer was after homicide detectives. Except the serial killing happened simultaneously, scientifically speaking. Well, I sure hope Detective Gumshoe isn't next on the list. 2 detectives were killed at 5:15. Yep, and 1 at the police department. We'll get more info here. Ah, well, information, yep. ID number. Okay, how about you telling me the victim's ID number? Sure, why not? It's not like you'll be able to tell who it is from that. If it is 5842189. Of course not. You won't tell me their name, after all. We keep a tight lid on ID numbers, so don't go getting your hopes up. The number is 5842189. What? Well, that's quite long, and we have to remember these. It drives me nuts. 8. That's the same one. I can't do it. You didn't even get the first number right. Well, Mr. Wright, does this tell you anything? The ID number of the victim at the police department, 5842189. 5842189, yeah. This tells me something, yeah. Actually, it does, Your Honor. It does. I think, meaning... it has to be what I think it is. But what does this mean? Well, let's hear what the defense has to say. He says the ID number of the detective who was murdered at the police department. Tells you something, yep. What does it tell you? There we go. Witness. Yeah, witness. What is it, Mr. Wright? You're grinning like a schoolgirl on prom night. No, it's just, I got confused. And this is news. Huh. Just come out with both guns blazing, like you always do. The police ID, the police department, the prosecutor's office. 2 places, 2 detectives murdered at one time. Actually, I happen to have a police ID number here. Oh. Is it yours? No, Your Honor. I'm a defense attorney, remember? This is the ID number of our victim, Detective Goodman. Shame on you, righto. Personal IDs are top secret. Detective Goodman's ID number is 5842189. And this means what exactly? Oh, wait. That ID number we heard from the chief earlier. That started with a 2. I've forgotten. You didn't even get the first number right again. The number the chief of police gave us was 5842189. Well, wait a second, right? What does this mean? That's what I want to know. The 2 ID numbers are identical. In other words, the detective killed in the police department's evidence room was Bruce Goodman. Yeah, it was Bruce Goodman. Yeah. What does our witness think about that? What does our witness think about that? Oh, ho. Sharp as attack, righto, sharp as attack. But wait, Detective Goodman is our victim. Yeah. He was killed at 5:15 in the underground parking lot. Yet, a Detective Bruce Goodman was also killed at the police department, in the evidence room, at the exact same time. Yeah, that's what I'm wondering. That's impossible. So, what we're saying is, the same person was killed at the same time, and at a completely different location. I know, that's what I'm trying to figure out, man. Someone's lying. Order. Chief, what does this mean? No. What I want to know is, why didn't I hear about this? Yes, it's top secret, fine, but I'm the prosecutor in charge of the case. Now, just wait a second, Worthy. No need to get all flustered. Your Honor, the police department has made a grave error in this case. Wait. I said wait. Didn't you hear me? The oversight, the grave error. Mr. Edgeworth, they're yours. What? How? How dare? We informed you yesterday. I believe it was our Officer Meekins who brought you the news. Oh, Officer Meekins. Mr. Wright. Where have we heard that name before? Shoot him off. Wait, aha. Excuse me, but is Mr. Edgeworth, anywhere on the premises? I'm here, sir, at the request of the chief, sir. I've got your report, sir. Yeah. You don't mean him. According to Meekins, you didn't accept the report. Hard to believe. But the officer, he told me. He said that report had nothing to do with the Lana Sky incident. Detective Bruce Goodman murdered in the police department evidence room. Mr. Edgeworth, the victim's name is written right on the top of the report. Yeah. Well, why didn't your officer tell me? Honestly, I'm not sure if that officer was capable of making the connection. He did seem challenged. In any case, this is a serious error, a gross negligence of duty on your part. Worthy. Oh, but sir, you could have submitted that report this morning to the court as evidence. Deny. No such luck this time, Worthy, or should I say, unworthy. What? Now, what was the second rule of evidence law? Well, Mr. Wright. Well, it's Rule 2. Unregistered evidence presented must be relevant to the case on trial. And how is this rule relevant? Normally, you submit a list of evidence to be used in the court before the trial. This report wasn't on that list. So, what does this mean? I couldn't submit this evidence until a connection was proven in court. The connection was just proven by Wright over here. Good job, Wright, my boy. I was just doing my job. No. No! It seems we have come to the end of this trial. I know you're going through a tough time, Worthy, what with all those rumors. You were even in the defendant's chair just this past December. I apologize for this terrible lack of due diligence on my part, but Mr. Edgeworth, please, just give me one day. I'll get to the bottom of what happened, if it's the last thing I do. You'd better get results this time, really. You have my profound apologies, sir. Or Mr. Edgeworth. Yeah, likes to be him. I don't think there's ever been an error this serious in the history of this court. I will grant one further day, as the prosecution has requested. Will that be sufficient, Mr. Edgeworth? Yes, Your Honor. Thank you. Yeah. Whatever your punishment for this is, for your sake I hope it's not decisive. Yeah, hopefully not. Very well. Court is adjourned. We have delayed the day. We have delayed it. Honestly, we did pretty well, all in all. February 23, 215, Wright & Co. Law Offices. Mr. Wright, so, what's going on with the case anyways? I'm a little confused. Let's see, what is going on? The victim, Detective Bruce Goodman, was stabbed to death after 5 p.m. on the 21st. He died in the prosecutor's parking lot, and the police department's evidence room. What's this, and the evidence room part? I want to know how they don't have cameras, man. The prosecutor's office and the police department are 30 minutes apart by car. Well, that's what we're going to find out, or try to at least. Alright, let's do it. Glad she's in good spirits, but I'm not sure she's going to be much help with this. Don't be so sure, Mr. Wright. Oh, look, we're in this together, right? We're in this together, right? I'll prove that these thick-rimmed glasses of mine aren't just for show. Let's go. Science awaits us. Yeah. February 23, Prosecutor's Office, underground parking lot. You know, I really don't think we should worry about the police department murder. There wasn't even a body found there. Who cares? Yeah, it was only our victim who was killed in their evidence room. No biggie. Besides, my sister would never do such a thing. I know it. Yeah. That oil drum, was it empty? The oil drum kicked over by the chief prosecutor was brimming with water. My sister, erasing evidence at the crime scene. Never. Even though she says they don't get along, Emma really likes her sister. That's not it at all. It's just... we're both professionals at what we do, and I trust her. Big words for a high school student. Well, whether there was blood on the floor or not, the water in that oil drum washed it all away. Yeah. Ignore the strength of my signs at your own peril, Mr. Wright. Huh? What's that grin for? The situation calls for one thing, and that is forensic investigation. Nope, never mind. Luminol testing fluid. Luminol. Blood-stick stuff, you know. You can't just wash it away with a little water. Even if you can't see it, it's still there. But wouldn't the police have already done those tests? Never trust anyone's eyes but your own, Mr. Wright. Just give it a try. But me, why do I have to do it? I'm a minor. I can't even drink yet. We're testing bloodstains with this stuff, not drinking it, man. Here, look. I'll lend you these glasses. Oh, You had an extra pair of these things. Aye, aye. To test for a blood reaction, just spray the luminol on it. Like this, see? Press enter to spray it on. Okay, let's find it, some blood stains, Damn, here we go. I can see her eyes shining behind those glasses. So, is this a blood stain? It's so... Ema, you're shaking. It's just... This is my first time seeing real blood. Scientific investigation in action. Oh, okay, well, we definitely know that this is a blood stain, but doesn't something strike you as odd? Scientifically speaking, of course, there's not a lot of it, not really a pool of it. What thought about this, scientifically? The amount of blood, yeah. So little. The perpetrator, Detective Goodman, fought you right. Don't you think there'd be a little more blood? I definitely think so. I mean, look at all the blood on the sole of the victim's shoe. It is pretty strange. If they fought here, there'd have to be... If they fought here, there'd have to have been more blood than this, yeah. Hey, Mr. Wright. I'm gonna mark up the floor plans when we find the bloodstain, okay? See, I'm pretty handy to have around, right? Yeah, and this stuff's pretty handy, too. I saved my allowance to buy that. Luminol testing fluid received from one very proud-looking Ema Sky. Solution used for scientific investigation finds blood traces. Great to use, We can't be sure that the police will reveal all their evidence in court. Sometimes they fail to mention evidence that doesn't fit with their view of the case. Then let's drag that hidden evidence out into the light of day. Yeah, it feels like we're really investigating a crime now, doesn't it? Guess I should give this a spray on anything suspicious. I wonder how that fluid of yours would react to a nice study box. This star. You only trust your own eyes. Not mad, you too. This day-old deli box is on the house. Sorry, it's just... That kind of bleeding doesn't really get my mouth watering. I mean, she probably doesn't hate us, right? Because we're a defense attorney, right? Today's trial. You certainly put me in a tight spot today. My apologies, mister, but... No, it's okay. It was my fault. Oh, we know. I witnessed everything from that security room right there. But I was afraid that wouldn't sound convincing enough, you see. I was wrong to think that. I'm sorry. Sorry. You lied on the witness stand. That's unforgivable. Little girl, don't forget what's important here. Even if the place I witnessed the event from was different, I still saw what I saw. I saw Chief Prosecutor Sky stab a man in cold blood, and the testimony still stands. I swear it on my honor as a detective. She stabbed Goodman. What if she was removing the knife instead? Nah, but then wouldn't be in the body. I know this photograph has something important to tell us, but what? Do we get it now? Nope. Why can't you just give it to me? Detective Star. So, you were a detective, weren't you, Miss Star? Yes, it was a long time ago. Well, 2 years ago. 2 years ago. No matter how hardened the criminal, when they faced me. They coughed it up. Coughed it up. They confessed. They babbled like babies. You know. I may seem like a demon sometimes, but I can be an angel too. I wouldn't doubt it. Every day I dragged the dirt out of the mouth of suspect after suspect, and before long, they called me Cough Up Queen, I know. The Cough Up Queen, yep. Oh, and here I thought someone had gotten food poisoning from your lunches. And you were let go, or fired. I felt that I had found my dream job when I became an investigator, and if these prim and proper prosecutors hadn't let me go, I'd still be one today. She probably led to false admissions and whatever. If I had to guess what happened. Oh, well, whatever here. It's all because of that case, the SL9 incident. SL9? Wait, she doesn't mean... Do 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 do. What do you think about this? The S9 incident. It's written on that knife, yep. And on that note, Goodman. Goodman was a head detective on that case, you know. Really? That knife was evidence from that case, the murder weapon. It was due for transfer the very day that Goodman was killed. As I suspected, SL9 isn't over, not yet. Do you think you could tell us more about the SL9 incident? Yeah, here we go. As the SL9 incident, where the knife found that note. As a detective, yep. As expected. Oh, yeah, not yet. You think you could tell us more about the SL9 incident? Yeah, can't she? Obviously not. Something reagent. Luminol reagent, I'm guessing. Whatever. Don't go too far here. Let's call it here, actually, hey. We made good progress, we did the trial. So we'll call it here for now. In any case, guys, hope you enjoyed. Guess we're doing ARAM tomorrow. In any case, see y'all later. Have a good one. Peace out, and have a good one. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye.